What is going on, YouTube? Thrift School over here, and we are in my basement, and you can see all of this junk behind me. It's a lot of storage. Some of it's my personal stuff, my girlfriend's personal stuff, household stuff. We got a bunch of board games over there. That's our stuff, but there's also stuff that I've purchased that needs to be sorted through, and I haven't done it. I want to show you guys some of these items we got. So it might look like a mess down here, and that's probably because it is. And this basement flooded once, so you can see I've ripped up carpet and I've kind of pushed everything over here where it's not flooding. We got a dehumidifier running over there to make sure it stays cool down here. So I want to get this stuff out of here and, you know, shipped off if I can so it doesn't get damaged and it doesn't get ruined. So I want to show you guys some of the stuff we're working with. This first box right here is a huge box of PC video games. There's a couple console games, nothing really too spectacular, but it's all PC games. Some big box games, some in the jewel cases, and we actually, I think, have two boxes. Yeah, there's one way back over here. You can kind of see it if I slowly zoom in on it. We have a whole bunch of big box PC video games. Now, I have no clue if they're worth anything, so what do we have to do? We have to look them up and see if they're worth anything. Now, of course, like I said, this isn't all reselling stuff. I used to keep all my DVDs and CDs and stuff in here, but or DVDs and video games, but I've gotten something new. So this could go to a tag sale or a garage sale in the summer. That's my guitar. It's broken at the moment. I used to use this little TV for testing older video game consoles because it has the AV plugins right on the back. Super easy to use. We have an old microwave. Actually, it's a new microwave that we never hooked up. So some of this stuff is mine, like that table, that arcade game that I wanted to set something cool up down here. But like I said, we gotta start sorting through this stuff. I'm gonna go through all of these video games. What would you guys do with something this big of a lot? Would you bundle them all up and just set it to auction on eBay and see where it goes? I don't even know if any of these titles are any good in here. I'm seeing Independence War 2. It looks like a bunch of early 2000s, maybe late 90s games. Not really sure the quality of them. What do we have here? Might and Magics, Pearl Harbor, Pacific Warriors, Bejeweled, Monopoly. So Splinter Cell. Some interesting games. Descent 2. So I'm gonna go through all this stuff, guys. We'll see if it's worth anything, and we'll see if I decide to auction it, sell them individually. I have no clue yet. So let's just hop right into it. All right, guys. So it's actually a few hours later. As I was about to start going through this box and to film everything, my camera battery was dying, so I had to stop. I was able to get out 2 FBA shipments, a bunch of different things, so that was cool. I know a lot of you have been asking for me to film how I go through an FBA shipment. We will save that for a future video, hopefully this week or next week, but for now we're gonna go through all this stuff, look up prices, see if I find any hidden gems hidden in this mess of stuff that we have sitting over here. Hopefully I do, because there is a lot of stuff to go through. So let's start with this. I'm gonna set the camera up right here, or here, or here. All right, that looks good. It's a little dark down here, but hopefully it's picking everything up fine. We got my phone out. You can pop up Amazon or eBay. I think I'm gonna do well, I don't know. So it's a little tough because the Amazon seller app obviously is best for scanning barcodes, and Amazon itself is best for selling, you know, things with barcodes, newer items. A lot of PC games aren't gonna be that popular of sellers on Amazon, in my opinion. I don't know for a fact. I'm gonna figure this out. But the majority of PC games do not have a barcode on them. That one does. This one doesn't. So this is what they'll mostly look like. You'll see a game like this, and then on the back side, nothing. So open it up, make sure it's in there. It is in there. Now, I doubt this is really gonna be worth very much money, but if I'm able to sell it on eBay or Amazon for, you know, $3 to $5 profit, even if it was a $2 to $4 profit, I'd still be pretty happy because of how many are in here. A bunch of $2 to $4 profits will add up when you have over 100 games, right? And of course, there's gonna be some in here that aren't worth anything, and there's gonna be some in here, I'm sure, that are worth 10, 20, maybe more, I don't know. So let's get through this. I'm gonna start scanning the ones with barcodes on the Amazon seller app, and we'll speed through this process and see what I find. Alright, so we only scanned 2 so far. I don't know what a good rank in software is, but I scanned this Bejeweled game, and you could see right here, Used selling for $14.88, I would make $8, but there's the rank in software, 12,000, not great reviews. I have no idea if that's any good or not. So that might be a horrible rank. So this would be something I'd like to cross-check over on eBay and see what it's going for over there. So, you know, just kind of checking prices on multiple different platforms. That's always the way to go. Let's see. And now if most of these games are gonna be like this, where, you know, the rank's either really high or they're not selling for a lot of money, that's when I'll decide, you know what, I'm just gonna do a big box slot, take a picture of it, make sure all the discs are in here, and just say selling as is. None of these are tested, but they're in good condition. I will check the back of the games. If they have really bad scratches, I do have a disc cleaner upstairs, and I will clean them, make sure everything looks like it's in good playable condition, so the person that buys it is happy, and it would help me get a little more money in the long run. So let's see, Bejeweled. All right, so I'm seeing the solds on eBay. We're looking at $7.99 plus $4 shipping, $6 free shipping, $10 free shipping, $10 free shipping. So it actually does sell, and those are all sales within the past month and a half. So that's not bad. So this is actually something to hold on to. Probably list it on eBay. Maybe we'll do Amazon. I'm gonna check sales rank history and all that to see how fast these things are actually selling. But let's keep speeding through this process. So going through this box, I actually found a Mario Bros. Duck Hunt. And guys, this is actually not worth anything, sadly. It's worth very little, to be honest, and I have no idea if it works. The label is peeling off on the top. I don't have an NES that works at the moment to test it. The one that I used to use to test these older games, because I do like to test the older ones, stopped working. I think it needs a new pin connector thing in there. I'm not really sure. So I'm gonna have to buy another one, but I don't really come across NES games too much. Didn't even know this was in here. Saw Mario Bros, but then I realized Mario Bros. Duck Hunt, not worth too much, sadly. Here's another sad thing. This DDR, Dance Dance Revolution game, brand new sealed, sells for about $38 on Amazon, but the seal is torn at the bottom there. I don't know if you could see it, it's just missing. So somehow the seal got torn, cannot sell that on Amazon as new. I might be able to sell it over on eBay as new and show it, but I doubt it'll still go for that $38 used. It's going for $8.49, so I'd still make $3 after fees. And I could probably list it a little bit higher, say it's brand new seal, but the seal has a tear in it. It might help, it might not, I have no idea, but that's kind of a shame. Alright guys, so this is another really interesting thing. This game looked pretty cool to me. It says Frankenstein and it's Tim Curry, which is pretty cool. He's a big actor. I didn't know he was in this video game. And I've never seen a rank this high for video games ever. In my entire 4 or 5 years selling on Amazon, take a look at this rank. Over 150,000 in video games. Crazy, crazy. And Amazon's on the listing. That's so weird. I've never seen that before. This probably will never sell. So I do have 2 piles being made on the ground over here. This one will probably never sell. So bye-bye game. I found 2 more interesting things inside that box. We got a Madden game, not worth anything, and this Panasonic CD player. Now guys, I know this is me going through a video game box, but whenever I find interesting things like this, I'm curious about them. I'm gonna look this up. I don't know about you guys, I like to include headphones whenever I sell things like this on Amazon. I just go to the dollar store, right? Just go to the dollar store, pick up a pair of headphones, and ship it off like that. So let's see if it's worth anything. All right, so interesting. Cannot find it on Amazon at all, so let's check eBay. So it's not looking too good over on eBay, looking like just the player by itself, you get about $6. One sold for 19, but it normally comes with this like speaker or something that plugs into the back of it to play music out of, which is kind of cool. But I don't have that part. So maybe I'll list it over on eBay, grab a pair of headphones, put that in the listing, make it look nice, make sure it works. And maybe I could get, you know, 15 bucks, maybe a little less. But still, that's not bad. It's pretty light. It'll be cheap to ship. Now, it's all about testing it, making sure that the CD doesn't skip in here, making sure all the buttons work. So that's pretty much what you gotta do. It's not too hard to test these things. So as I'm scanning through this box, I've been creating these piles right here, and you could see, I mean, it takes a long time to go through this because most of these don't have a barcode label on the back. So I can't scan them, so I'd have to look them up manually, and I really doubt this is worth anything. Hoyle board games on PC or Scrabble on PC. So these kind of things, I think I will do a lot on eBay and stick it up for auction. So that would be kind of fun. We'll do a 7-day auction. I'll wait to start it until Saturday or Sunday, so most people are home at nighttime, have it end around, I don't know, 8 p.m., 9 p.m. my time, which is Eastern time, so everybody's home, anybody can bid on it. I think that's what I'm going to do with that, but we have some big box games back here. I'm going to have to climb over all of this stuff. There's my AC for summer. Obviously, it's way too cold outside. There's my color printer that I never use because I have a laser printer, my other laser printer. Everything's kind of thrown over here because I had to push everything here, like I said, how it flooded, and I was ripping up the carpet, scraping up the glue, kind of a pain in the butt. But I'm going to try and go back there, grab those, and we'll see if any of those big box games are worth money. I have a feeling those might be worth a little bit more. All right, so here's just a few of them. Now, I know I have more in a couple other boxes around here, so I'm going to have to find those eventually. But we'll start with these. We have some really cool ones. This is Wing Commander 4, and it is nice that the boxes are in pretty good shape. Ultima Collection, pretty neat. We have here, this one's brand new, actually. That still has the seal on it. Sid Meier's Civil War, but I wouldn't sell it as new. It's in rough shape. This one's brand new, sealed, Golf 1999. Doubt that's worth anything. What else do we have in here? Myst 4, Titanic, Adventure Out of Time. That's pretty cool. What else do we have in here? Sim Coaster, pretty neat. Look at that price of $4.99. Not that good. These I actually got in my bulk box that I bought a while ago that you guys saw me. I didn't do too great on it, but I got a bunch of this game. You can see it all in there, this PC game, and it's not worth anything. I mean, it's not even selling on eBay, so I don't know what to do with it. I would probably include all of these in the eBay auction. And then Medieval Total War right here. They've made a few of these games, so I don't know if this would actually be worth much. And a couple Sega CD games, Ground Zero Texas, Age of Empires 3. There's a whole bunch of different things. Look at that. We have a tennis game right here on the Game Boy. Yeah, there you go. You can see it better if I just hold it out like that. Tennis on the Game Boy. So, controllers and, oh, what is this? Oh, a little voice recorder. So there are hidden gems in here, guys. Gotta go through it all, obviously. So I'm gonna scan every single one of these, and I will let you know if any of them are worth any money. So as you guys can see over here on the screen, which ones are worth money, which ones aren't worth money. The majority, not worth any money. And the ones that are worth money, the ranks are pretty freaking high. So would these be things I would send off to Amazon FBA? That's a little tough because you're gonna get these long-term storage fees, but selling things via Amazon FBA increases your chances of getting a sale. People like to buy from people that are selling on Amazon FBA. So that's where you get into this little dilemma. Okay, maybe I'll send everything into FBA, that's worth it, and let it sit for a while. If it incurs one long-term storage fee, it's not too bad. It'll only be a few cents to $1 max. It wouldn't even be $1. It wouldn't be too bad, right? So you can let it sit there for 6 months, even a year, and then if it still hasn't sold, get it sent back to you. It doesn't cost that much to get it sent back to you either, and then you could just list it as a merchant, list it on eBay, and then you'd be able to list it on multiple platforms. So that's kind of what I'm going through in my mind when I think about these ranks and these items and the prices. Really, it all comes down to, hey, if it's selling for 20 bucks and more, yeah, I think it's worth it. If you're only gonna get $3 to $5, even $7 after fees, it's not really worth paying the shipping to get it to Amazon FBA's warehouses, paying the shipping to have it back, and those long-term storage fees. It's not really worth it in my opinion. So you gotta be cautious about the ranks. Me personally, with video games, I will send pretty much anything into Amazon that's under 25,000, and 25,000 is pretty high. That takes a little while to sell, but it does sell, it just takes a little while. Anything over that, I'm very, very, very weary of. That stuff takes a long time to sell. Let me know what you guys do when you send things in the video game category. That's just how I do it. This right here is also something I got in that bulk lot that I haven't been able to sell. These Call of Duty coasters, and they're not worth much at all. People are selling them on eBay for less than what it would cost to ship. So I'm not sure how they're doing it, but there's a few people selling them. They weigh just over a pound. So that kills first class. You'd have to ship them priority mail. And with the new priority mail increases in shipping, these things, and they're actually pretty cool, but these things just, you'd have to sell them for at least, you know, $7, $8 to make any money on them. And I see people selling them for less than that. That was a little while ago. I should check again. And I should also check Amazon and see what they're going for on there, because when I originally had these, I don't think anybody made a listing, but then somebody did. Here's the barcode right here. I'm actually going to scan it up and see what it's going for on Amazon and check eBay. So again, right up here, you guys can see on Amazon and on eBay, there's no money to be made. The people on eBay are probably losing money unless they have a super great discounted shipping rate. They're losing money. And the people on Amazon are probably losing money as well, because yeah, even though they're making, what was it, 9 cents after fees, doesn't matter because there's a shipping cost to send those things into Amazon. Plus your time, plus your packing materials, all of these things, people are losing money. Not sure why they're pricing it so low. It didn't have a horrible rank on Amazon either, so they are selling. Not sure why people are choosing to list them at under $6 shipped. Crazy to me. I'm just gonna keep holding on to them. I tried selling them at a garage sale or a yard sale that I was having, and I sold a few of them for $1 a piece just to get rid of them, just to move them, and I'll probably end up keeping that up, keep doing that. Maybe I would try locally, seeing if I could sell a bunch of them as a gift thing. I'm not really sure. I think they would do really good in maybe a local game store. I do have a couple little local game stores. Maybe I'll see if they want to buy them for $1 a piece, sell them in their store at the counter. Always got to think outside the box. I actually just thought of that idea right now while I was talking. So sometimes you just got to talk these ideas out, and it's actually a pretty freaking good idea. I think I'm going to go to my local game stores and be like, hey, I got a whole bunch of these things. I want to get rid of them. And if you want to buy them, sell them here on the counter, $1 a piece. Maybe they'll take them, maybe they won't. I got about 15 of them, maybe 20 of them. So, hey, that's extra money. I probably will tell them $2 a piece first. And if they say no, I'll be like just $1 a piece. I don't know. You got to start high, right? You got to start a little bit higher. Would it be worth my time going to do it for 15 bucks? Yeah, sure. I want to get rid of them, right? They're taking up space. I'm not just going to throw them out or donate them when I could try to make some money with it first. Good idea. Man, I'm thinking so good today. All right, guys, so I have decided I'm going to do an auction on the majority of these video games right here, the majority of these PC games. That should be really awesome. You guys will be seeing it every step of the way. I think while it's getting countdown at the end, I'll record the whole thing, see what's happening, and I think I'm gonna turn it into a full video where I'm not just having that go on auction. I think I'm gonna put a whole bunch of things on auction so they all end at the same time, around the same time on the same night, so we could all sit down, watch it, see if the prices go up, just a whole bunch of things on auction and make for kind of a fun night. Maybe I'll live stream it. Let me know what you guys think about that idea. Maybe 10, 20 auctions going off all within a minute or two of each other. Could be fun. Hopefully get a lot of money at once. The only issue I have with auctions are people not paying, and it happens kind of often with auctions, so you got to be a little careful with that. But besides that, it's worth the risk to me, so I think I'm going to do that. Let me know down below in the comments for sure. If you did like this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you have any questions. Subscribe if you haven't already. This is Thrift School signing out. See ya.